segment of More Than a Vote with his personal story.
You'll definitely want to check back for that.
Hey, Ryan here, back with more My Team updates for you. Next is now tip-off packs are official.
And as
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Richardson with the double team. Here's Ibaka. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Here's Harris. Following the basket by Fred VanVleet. Back to Harris. From deep. And it's VanVleet with the rebound. And the Raptors with possession. 4-point game.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby. Confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Richardson the pass to Embiid. Toronto grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. 2 points. That one goes. Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Back to Simmons. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Kicks it out to Siakam. Ibaka outside. Lowry passes to VanVleet. Here's Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Harris.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start. And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Here's Horford. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Raptors leading by 6. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Here's Lowry. And the layup is good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Harris against Anunoby. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too. Boy, the floor awareness and passing ability of Embiid, very impressive, and he continues to grow as a passer.
Davis kicks to Powell. Takes the three. Burks pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 6. Here's Thibault. The pass to Korkmaz. He dishes it to Embiid. And the layup's good off the glass.
This is where Embiid burns you the most. I mean, mainly because of his size and such a soft touch.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Davis finds Gasol. Over to the left wing. Now here's Powell. 4 on the clock. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. And Robinson III comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Jake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup. The 76ers trail by 6 to the right side. Down low. Here's Burks. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside, Davis. Powell, no one around him. No good on the three. And so the first quarter is in the books. Raptors lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Pascal Siakam before the game tonight shared his thoughts.
It was always a team, and I think
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Toronto right now, it's Boucher out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Terrence Davis. And it's Gasol at the center position. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Some changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford is checked in for Joel Embiid. Harris comes in for Mike Scott. And it's Ben Simmons in for Alec Burks. The Raptors also with a sub. Lowry's checked in. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James, I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Van Vliet.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. From deep. He doesn't hit that one. And Philadelphia the other way now. And here we go. 76ers running again. Simmons finds Horford. Crafty move. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Lowry's shot is good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Horford the pass to Simmons. Passes it to Robinson. Now here's Milton. Defended by Ibaka. Milton's shot is good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. With the putback. And Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got his second basket of the game.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Van Vliet's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
Back to Simmons. We've got 1:23 left now here in the second. Inside, Horford. Out to Harris. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Glenn Robinson III. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Richardson in for Ben Simmons. And Toronto also making a switch. OG Anunoby's checked in for Norman Powell.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Yeah, and the perimeter shots, though, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Korkmaz passes to Thybulle. And it's off from three-point range. Toronto with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Anunoby. To the middle. Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
Yeah, Richardson's got a nice vertical now, and you saw it right there.
Davis looking for an opening. Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. No good on the last second attempt there. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Toronto came out looking very confident. They had great chemistry early on, both offensively and defensively. That's all for now. Say good.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Fred VanVleet really making a difference here.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. to Siakam. Pass to Lowry. Jacks up a three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Feeds it to Horford. Dishes it to Embiid. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
6 to shoot. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. A three-pointer, no good.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
You know, there was a time when three-point shooting was a liability for Lowry, but the guy has put in the time, and now he is a solid option from deep.
Now here's Simmons. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Van Vliet wide open. Off target from three-point range. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And it's Harris off the drive. Left side, Horford. He kicks it to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Harris dishes to Embiid. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
And so here is Philadelphia. Raptors knocking down the tray.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And the pass to Powell. And stolen by Thibault. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Burks uses the glass to finish the layup. Burks has got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. To the left wing, Hollis Jefferson kicks to Davis, knocks it loose, and stolen by Thibault. And now Philadelphia on the break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
There's 37 seconds left to play here in the third. Powell for 3. That shot misses. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Burks kicks to Thibault. Embiid. And Embiid is right there. And it's a 10-point Philadelphia lead.
Hey, and when you neglect to box Embiid out, you pay the price. His athleticism, impressive. You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Here's Thibault. And Davis pulls it down. Will it go? And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Boy, he is superb in transition. Hollis Jefferson can really get up and down the floor.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. 76ers. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Marc Gasol. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Terrence Davis. And it's Lowry in at the point.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Then for the Raptors, Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. And Anunoby subbed in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
Richardson against Lowry. Over to the wing. And a wide-open look for Siakam. The Raptors rebound. Lets it go with a three. No good there.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Pass to Anunoby. Upside Gasol. Pass to Anunoby. Davis has the open look. And the Raptors miss again.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Embiid is a very assertive player, a player who fights the defense on these contact finishes and does so with confidence.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. Simmons inside. While recovering. Shots good by Simmons. Simmons got the lead up to 14 now for Philadelphia.
Boy, he's a real bully inside. I mean, you forget sometimes that Simmons is 6'9", 6'10", with nice touch. It's a nice combination near the basket. He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
To the inside. Embiid inside, working on Ibaka. Embiid, the pass to Harris. Outside for Simmons. Lock at 6. Horford trying to free himself up. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Philadelphia.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Lets the three fly. He scores a 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Harris kicks to Richardson. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. And here we go. VanVleet heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. And that's 18 points for Fred VanVleet.
And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game, guys. No doubt about it. I'm sensing a major momentum swing here after that steal and run out.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia.
Checking in for the 76ers.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Harris passes to Thybulle. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
That's his second personal foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Two shot.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that stretches their lead to 8. Here's Lowry. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Out to Harris. 1:12 left in the game. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Raptors trail by 8. Here's Lowry. Finished off the break.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at them.
Harris kicks to Embiid. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Horford. The 76ers need to get off a shot. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
From deep three-point range, he can't get it to go. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
And so here is Philadelphia. 6-point lead. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
Richardson outside. Can't connect. So Philadelphia wins it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.
tip-off packs are officially out now, complete with one player from each NBA team. Pistol Pete, James Worthy, and Yao Ming. Safe to say these packs have it all. In limited this weekend, grab all your former top 10 picks and see if you can get one of these new Lakers-inspired limited range.
Showtime for the Raptors as they pulled into the building.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Here on the 5 for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor. Now, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Young with no one around. That 3 off the mark. And it's Lowry penetrating. Makes it off the glass. Lowry's got his second basket.
Well, it's almost a sure thing when Kyle Lowry decides to drive hard to the cup. What a tremendous finisher on the move.
Here's Capella. Sweet move. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Here's Young. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the 3 ball is good.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Lowry, that's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Herter. No good with the triple. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. The Raptors have gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Ibaka outside. And it's John Collins with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Young for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Back to Capella. Hawks passing it around. Passes it to Hunter. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Here's Young. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Shots good by Siakam.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Pass to Capella. The shot's good. Capella's got 6 points. 1:50 left in the first quarter. VanVleet attacking. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Out to the wing. Collins kicks to Young. From outside the arc. Siakam pulls it in.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Stolen by VanVleet. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from Ibaka. 10 points for him.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Young, good.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
And it's Lowry penetrating. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
A nice shot by Young.
Solid there, just recognizing when to drive. When Young has some wiggle room, he sees it.
High post to Ibaka. Rebounded by the Hawks. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Raptors leading by 5. Outside, Davis. There's the pass to Gasol. Back to Davis. Gasol trying to free himself up, and it's Davis missing. Atlanta's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. That's tipped.
Wow, fantastic to see Hollis Jefferson hit it twice on the pipes. Extends out and sends it back.
This one for 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for the Toronto Raptors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Norman Powell's out there with Davis. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Gasol at the center position. Outside, Davis. From 12 feet out. No good that time, so Atlanta will take it the other way. Reddish the pass to Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Davis, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Detman with the block. Gasol with the steal. To the middle. Here's Boucher. Atlanta with the rebound.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game break wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
On the basket by Jones.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Powell. Tipped away. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for Jones. Now here's Hollis-Jefferson. Defense is right there.
To me, Hollis-Jefferson has tremendous length and someone who makes it very difficult to contest shots because of that length.
Teague against Davis. Passes it to the Bembry. Teague bounce pass. Dedmon kicks to Teague. Reddish the pass to the Bembry. Hawks passing it around. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Dedmon. It's blocked. Davis looking for an opening. To the left side wing. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You call that power basketball by Hollis-Jefferson. He's willing to go right through the foul.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Terrence Davis. Anunoby, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him when we used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And so Young nails them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Lowry passes to Siakam. And the rejection by Collins.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Swiped it away. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Collins passes to Fernando. Young way outside. The offensive rebound. There's the triple. It's good from long range. Young's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
This is what the crowd comes to see. Young has that it factor.
And the basket by Lowry.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
The Hawks have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. That one goes in. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And since the first quarter, we've seen him ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Lowry passes to Anunoby. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Pass to Huerter. Kicks it to Collins. Inside. Here's Fernando. And it's blocked by Ibaka. With 2 seconds left. And VanVleet lays it in.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, the first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with... And that should...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Huerter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling there. And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
The kick out to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. about 1 minute played here in the second half. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor. Siakam, good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint. And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Gasol inside. Capella's there. Gasol kicks to Davis. Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Wow, the vertical of Hollis Jefferson, simply unreal. This guy's got a little showman in his game.
Capella, the pass to Teague. Here's Bembry. Now here's Reddish. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Boucher with the steal. Here's Davis. Kept alive.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Reddish. The kick out to Teague. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Jones, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Jones has got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Powell. Tight defense on him. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the bucket. Hollis Jefferson's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Dedmon. Back to Teague. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Hollis Jefferson's got 11 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And it's blocked. Fast break Toronto. Here's Powell. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Davis against Teague. This is it to Reddish. Dedmon inside. Defended by Gasol. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for Atlanta. Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Kyle Lowry comes in for Terrence Davis. Teague deciding where to go with it. Pass to Reddish. Takes a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And the basket by Lowry. And that's 18 points for Kyle Lowry.
When Kyle Lowry is cooking, his teammates actively look for him.
And Teague, here we go. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from...
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Raptors lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Toronto leading by 3. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
I think now that he's become a perennial all-star, it's easy to forget. It wasn't until his 9th year in the league that Kyle Lowry made his first all-star game.
The pass to Collins. Out left to the wing. Now, here's Hunter. He's guarded by Anunoby. Young from outside. Here's Fernando. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. And he can't get the first one. And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Raptors with the lead. Outside Lowry. Out to the right wing. Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. No good from outside. And for the Hawks, they're shooting at 51%. Really solid. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Raptors leading by 5. And the basket by Lowry. Lowry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
Young's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Raptors. Lowry passes to Anunoby. Rebound by the Hawks.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check. Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Young.
He's really clever with the basketball. Young's so advanced offensively. Excellent pull-up jumper there.
Shooting foul as, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And it's in there.
How about the experience that Ibaka brings? He's able to be comfortable in any situation.
Collins with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Young against Lowry. A floater again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And the Raptors with the ball. It's a three-point game. Here's Lowry, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Lowry's got 12 points here in the second half.
We've come to expect Kyle Lowry to deliver in the game's most important moments, and he does it again.
Lowry against Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, tight little up fake there. Young using it to create contact, and we know he's a terrific free throw shooter.
Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Now, here's Anunoby. He's tightly guarded. Left side Lowry. Anunoby with it. Good work defensively by Capella. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Young's running. He feeds it to Capella. Unable to get that one. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Young with the steal. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here.
And, of course, all the comparisons to Steph Curry. Young just trying to be the best version of himself. And we've already seen the upside.
And Capella over to help. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Young. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Toronto, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Young with the steal. And here they come. Capella with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Young from outside. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
It's in!
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
It's stolen by Capella. It's in!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Lowry. Good!
The very definition of clutch. Kyle Lowry rises to the occasion.
Here's Young. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Van Vliet right side. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with the... David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
limited rings for Season 2. And in unlimited news, shout out to everybody who participated in the first game day for the $250,000 My Team Unlimited tournament.
It wasn't a good day for me, but it's never how you start, it's always how you finish.
I played all right. Lost my final game like only 20 minutes ago, but I actually did enjoy it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A terrific evening. Look. And Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Well, the Celtics have
both capable, DA. Thank you. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. And for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot. Now here's Tatum. Now here's Brown. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Fires the 3. Rebound by Kyle Lowry. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Siakam throws it down.
That's what you get from a veteran playmaker. If you get open, Lowry will find you.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. First quarter, just over a minute played. Hayward from outside. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Fred Van Vliet, a weapon from the outside, has a great shot that he can pull up at a moment's notice. He's consistent on catching shoots as well as off the dribble.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Lowry from outside. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Brown finds Tatum. Tice in the high post. Passes to Brown. Over Lowry. Outside Tatum. On the wing, Brown. Lowry covering. 4 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. And it's Brown missing.
And with Van Vliet, about half of his shots are from deep.
You're right, GA. That's the #1 part of his offense, of his game right now. He can shoot it deep, but he also can drive it. He shoots a low field goal percentage from those shots because of the distance. But I love Fred Van Vliet. He knows how to play.
Marcus Smart's checked in for the Celtics. Terrence Davis, he's checked in for Toronto.
Powerful move. Ibaka with the natural explosiveness to finish through contact.
Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Smart on the wing. From deep. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Three-pointer. A shot, no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And How about the decision-making by Tatum there? I mean, fantastic at just having a feel for what the defense is going to do and then creating the space there for the jumper.
Here's on an open. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Ibaka goes in. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Toronto leading by 3. Pass to Boucher. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Tatum dishes to Kanter. For 3. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Outside for Gasol. Back to Powell. Can't get it to fall. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. It's the Raptors up by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Celtics. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. And it's Hayward. Then there's Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. Celtics trail by 3. Hayward. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
During his career, Hayward has really become more aggressive. Never shy in attacking the rim.
That's tipped. And Hayward with a clear path to the hoop. And Hayward at the stop.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Raptors shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. And there's the pass to Van Vliet. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him, 1 for 4 shooting.
Love the strength on that drive by Fred Van Vliet. He is tough and he's aggressive.
Here's Wanamaker, and Gasol sends it back. Here's the break. Hayward with some nice D.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Back to Smart. And finished off by Williams.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Van Vliet finds Gasol. Van Vliet looking around. Back to Gasol. To the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Celtics.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Pass to Kanter. The Celtics working the ball around now. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And Cantor throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Van Vliet with the bucket. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
In Toronto, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Hollis Jefferson with it. Now guarded by Smart. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Van Vliet. The dish to Powell. Now here's Van Vliet. Guarded closely. And good that time.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Hayward passes to Wanamaker. Hayward with the ball. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Williams comes in for Williams. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. Anunoby, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Fred Van Vliet.
And just awesome speed from Brown, blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Lowry has the open look. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 3. They double-team Walker and finished off by Brown.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Lowry from outside. Rebounded by the Celtics.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
And Brown throws it down hard.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second, finds the open man.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Outside Lowry. They need this, and it's blocked. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opener.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Raptors trail by 5. Van Vliet finds Lowry. Back to Van Vliet. Siakam outside. Lowry from outside. That shot off. Now Boston takes it the other way.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Brown the pass to Tatum. Ball's knocked loose, and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
And you look over the course of Kyle Lowry's career, he's bounced around for quite some time, but boy, has he found a home in Toronto.
And you know, GA, a few summers back, had a chance to leave, but he stayed with the Toronto Raptors. What a decision that was. Reason why? He helped lead this team to their first title. Kyle Lowry's been loved by this franchise. He'll go down as one of the all-time great Raptors.
Back to Lowry. This one for three. Tries again. Ibaka laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ibaka's got 6 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
A prolific scorer in this league. Walker just keeps getting better. One of the most elusive covers in the game today.
Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Davis is checked in.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Lowry from outside. Again, the miss by Lowry.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Brown with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Back to Tatum. There's Brown with the three. Not going to go that time. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's his first foul. Boston making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And Toronto also making a switch. Marc Gasol's checked in for Serge Ibaka.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for, but at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Powell, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Celtics leading by 7. Tatum drives in. It's stolen by Davis. Now here is Lowry. He's guarded closely. And it's Davis with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Kanter, the shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Lowry kicks to Davis. Toronto working the ball around now. Back to Lowry. 5 to shoot. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Excellent D from Kanter.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Lowry.
And at full speed, there aren't a lot of people that can prevent Lowry from finishing on the break.
Tatum, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Boston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Earning all-rookie first-team honors after a brilliant first year, Tatum quickly became a fan favorite.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Williams comes in for Williams. Brown is checked in for Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Davis dishes to Powell. Back to Davis. And Siakam has it in the corner. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Celtics making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Serge Ibaka is checked in for the Raptors. Red Van Vliet comes in for Norman Powell.
And Brown is so aggressive, a masterful penetrator who abuses defenders on the drive.
Outside Gasol. Outside Davis. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. No one covering. Van Vliet's got 9.
Comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations. Fred does a lot of things for this team.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
To the paint. It's Brown on the wing. Fires for 3. Williams. Great positioning on the putback. Williams has got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Davis. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Boston in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward out there with Williams. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. Here's Van Vliet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Count it. Good. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's where Brown is at his best. A muscular beast who loves finishing strong through the contact.
Hayward outside. Over in the corner, Brown. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Brown's got 14 points here in the second half.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to. In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 16-point game, and Davis gets it to go.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job, but he needs the rest of his team to step up.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Walker the pass to Tice. Puts the move on. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Celtics lead by 16.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Siakam for three. That one's not going to go. And it's Boston the other way. Here's Brown. And Davis pulls it down. Raptors trail by 16. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
He's gone from undrafted to a champion. Fred VanVleet has come a long way, and he's not done yet, in my opinion.
They throw good, VanVleet.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. Celtics leading by 14. Tatum looking around. And that one, good.
And you get the sense Tatum is used to getting hit when he's penetrating inside. It almost seems as if he embraces those challenges.
Outside Lowry. Banked in off the glass.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And here is Tatum. He dishes it to Brown. Passes it to Tice. Here's Tatum. No good on that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. Raptors trail by 14. Pass to VanVleet. 1:39 left in the fourth. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
The tray. Kept alive by Boston. Hayward finds Tatum. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his fourth assist in this one.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Celtics.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
It's good on the putback.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Right side, Green. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's McCaw, and he banks in the layup.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
It's good.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Smart with the ball. Shot from the inbound. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith.
I actually did enjoy it quite a bit. First of all, I have the glitch John Stockton as my point guard, the man that can dunk. It's pretty fun.
Dunking John Stockton, like, that blows my mind.
This past weekend provided a lot of great My Team action. Congrats to all the finalists, and I can't wait to see what everyone does in our second game day next month.
A soaring CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario, along with the rest of beautiful downtown. And we've got
Kevin, thanks. 2019.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, DA. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
A shot by Lowry, wide open. Ibaka to the right side. Toronto working the ball around now. Lowry can't get it to go. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Puts it up. Here's Richardson, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Three-pointer, Lowry, and Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Pass to Embiid, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here is Lowry. A 3-ball. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And it's Lowry penetrating, and it goes down 2 points. Lowry's got 5 now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Stolen away. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
And understands when to make the right play. Lowry refused to let the fast break opportunity go to waste.
Outside, Simmons. Down low. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Simmons. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And now, Philadelphia on the break. Simmons is running. Stolen by Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. That shot off the mark. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Exactly what Richardson can do on the drive. I mean, he can handle the ball. He's got a quick step, and he can finish when he gets to the rim.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got his second bucket tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Three-pointer, Lowry. It's hauled in by Richardson.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. 40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. The pass to Anunoby. And they get it. And that one is stuffed right through.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby. Confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Van Vliet against Richardson. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. No good from Simmons.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Here's Embiid, and it's blocked by Ibaka. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. 76ers ahead, up 3. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Terrence Davis is out there with Powell, and it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Boucher passes to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Davis. Makes it off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the foul on Mike Scott. That is his first foul of the game. Korkmaz checked in for Embiid. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 1. Davis has the open look. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Thibault, the pass to Korkmaz, and he uses the glass on the layup. Korkmaz has got his first basket of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Hollis Jefferson with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot clock at 6. The Raptors need to get a shot. And again, no good by Toronto. The 76ers leading by 3. Thibault kicks to Korkmaz. Pass to Scott. And he lays it straight in. Scott's got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Boucher. Right side Gasol. Passes to Davis. To the left side wing. Boucher. They get it back. Back to Davis. From outside the arc. Burks pulls it in. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's the lob to the hoop. Thibault kicks to Korkmaz. The second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Powell finds Davis. Back to Powell. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Milton's checked in. On the wing, Milton trying to find Scott. Gets it to him. The pass to Korkmaz, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Al Horford is checked in for Mike Scott. Harris comes in for Robinson. Josh Richardson's checked in for Korkmaz, and it's Ben Simmons in for Burks. The 76ers leading by 7. Here's Richardson. Back to Horford. Now, here's Richardson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And, Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid's checked in. There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. In the corner, Simmons with it. Just 5 to shoot. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Left side, Lowry. For 3, Van Vliet drills the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got 8 points.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Horford the pass to Embiid. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
Lowry can't get it to go.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Horford. It's good. And now it's a 9-point Philadelphia lead.
Horford's showing you what concentration and strength can do. That contact phased him hardly at all.
On the wing, Milton. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K. And this talented 76ers team, they are loaded in their starting 5. Shaq, how long is that window? Well, the window... That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Fred VanVleet really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the 76ers. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Here's Embiid. Got it. Good job in the low post. Embiid's got 6.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
Right side Lowry. Van Vliet wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 3rd assist on the night. Richardson attacking. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Well, no easy answer for how you defend Richardson on the drive.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And Wade to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Embiid kicks to Harris. Back to Embiid. To the paint. Stolen by Van Vliet. Last break. Here come the Raptors. Pushing it up. Outside Lowry. There's the 3. Good on the triple. Lowry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Richardson finds Embiid. Second shot opportunity. Tries yet again. And Horford lays it up and in. Horford's got 10 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Yeah, Richardson's got a nice vertical now, and you saw it right there.
Raptors trail by 13. Outside Lowry. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Embiid, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the defense.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Burks in for Simmons. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Davis. And the Raptors miss again.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Burks against Davis. Count the basket. Burks has got his first points in this one.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
It's stolen by Davis. Powell finds Boucher, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Well, through 3/4 of play. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Norman Powell. Marc Gasol is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Davis in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Yeah, just showing off that strength in that upper body. Gasol is able to overpower the defender inside. And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Outside, Davis. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they made over the course of this game.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Horford comes in for Mike Scott. And it's Shake Milton in for Korkmaz. And stolen by Thibault. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Milton. Offensive rebound. Robinson passes to Milton. And Horford, here we go. And a dunk by Horford.
You know, one of the things that's overlooked with Al Horford is that this guy is really skilled, but he's a pretty good athlete, too. And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Here's Powell. Hollis-Jefferson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Hollis-Jefferson's got 4 this quarter.
One of the things you love about Hollis-Jefferson is his activity. I mean, he impacts the game really without having plays called for him.
Milton kicks to Thibault. Inside, Gasol with the steal. Here's Boucher, and that one is good.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis-Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
In the corner, it's Robinson. Gasol with the rebound.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
And the dunk by Powell.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Yep, that one goes. And the 76ers lead by 14. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
When Simmons is driving inside, I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Drops in the tray.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And here's the fast break. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Gasol.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, at his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Thibault, the pass to Harris. Now, here's Thibault. He started closer.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The first one falls. And he can't hit the second. The Raptors have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Philadelphia.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Joel Embiid.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds. Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Thibault with the ball. Picked up by Van Vliet. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Thibault finds Embiid. Now Harris. Here's Horford. Kept alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 14.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the...
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
Day next month. Last but not least, locker codes. Enter these codes and see if you can pull your next great My Team card. You can thank me later.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final a look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Lowry can't get it to go. Back to Young from downtown. Rebound by the Raptors. Van Vliet left side. Pass to Siakam. To the inside. Here's Lowry. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
And Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth.
Siakam outside. Offensive rebound, and Ibaka is right there.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Herter passes to Young. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Oh, that's blocked.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use. Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it.
And there's Collins on the assist from Young.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Van Vliet after the made shot from John Collins. Lowry passes to Ibaka. That one doesn't drop, so Atlanta will take it the other way. Hunter kicks to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop. That one goes. Count it.
Well, making an impact with his defense has been a trademark of Serge's game. Nice job by the big man.
Young with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. That one good for 2. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, Pascal Siakam can put a ton of pressure on the defense. This guy has the physicality that you love.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Bembry. Reddish kicks to T. Passes it to Dedmon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
It's Powell on the wing. Dedmon with the block. And now here comes Teague leading the break. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Fast break. Here they come. Powell. That's good.
I'll tell you, love to see someone take the contact head on. And Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
Edmond passes to Reddish. Jones with it. Covered by Siakam. And the pass to Reddish. Kicks to T. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Chris Boucher's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Jones. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Davis. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Powell inside. Clock is at 3. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Davis, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Outside Teague. Rejected by Gasol.
This guy, the defensive anchor, Marc Gasol, twice on the pipes.
It's all tied in Toronto. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his former teammate in Toronto.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019. Largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. They've got Bembry, also Teague out there. Reddish out there with Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Fernando in at the 4-man position.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Reddish dishes to Teague. Pass to Reddish. Teague kicks to Dedmon. Back to Teague. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Listen, we know this. Jeff Teague has always been an aggressive scorer from the lead guard position. Really good job getting defenders to leave their feet.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Davis. Then for the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Bembry. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for Teague. Young is double. Pass to Capella. The kick out to Young. Atlanta gets it back. Here's the floater. They get it back, and the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Lowry has the open look. And the 3 off target.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Young against Anunoby. The kick out to Young. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. Damian Jones is checked in for Atlanta. Raptors trail by 4. Passes it to VanVleet. Back to Lowry. The three. And the three ball is good. Lowry's got 5 now.
Listen, this guy's so dangerous from beyond the arc. Kyle Lowry has always been a knockdown three-point shooter.
Over to the left wing. Young finds Jones. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Ibaka. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 1.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball. Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Here's Hunter. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Left side Lowry. Raptors need to get a shot off. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Toronto making a change here. Powell's checked in. And a change for the Hawks. Reddish is checked in. To the middle. That shot is off. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Here's Van Vliet. And the basket is good.
Well, just high-quality transition opportunity right there from Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so reliable to make the plays necessary in transition.
Reddish the pass to Jones.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Van Vliet looking around. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
What's remarkable here is Fred Van Vliet has evolved into such an excellent floor general. This guy has done a tremendous job becoming a legitimate threat as a shooter, a legitimate threat as a passer, and we know unequivocally he is unafraid on the game's biggest stage.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Marcus Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Davis is subbed in for Anunoby. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Jones. Bruno Fernando comes in for Collins. Bembry's checked in for Hunter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Left side Davis for 3. Van Vliet. And the Raptors miss again. Dedmon kicks to Reddish. Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we had. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Toronto right now, And Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. And VanVleet, here we go. Now the pass to Anunoby. Siakam outside. 6 on the shot clock. And Lowry has it in the corner. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Collins kicks to Hunter, and the Hawks can't hang on to the ball. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Davis comes in for Fred VanVleet. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
The Hawks trail by 4 to the inside. Hunter. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
How about the strength and focus on that one? It's clear Hunter up to the challenge at finishing on a physical defense.
The Hawks making a switch here. Bembry's checked in.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Here's Lowry, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Clint Capella. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Marcus All's checked in for OG Anunoby. And then for Atlanta, Jones checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter. And it's Teague in for Kevin Huerter. They recover it. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Raptors leading by 3. Right side Davis. Siakam kicks to Lowry. Kicks it out to Siakam. Lowry against Teague. Lets it go from deep. And it's Kyle Lowry with the 3. Lowry's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
To the left wing. Bembry the pass to Capella. Here's Bembry. Lays it up off the glass.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Lowry looking around. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. Toronto working the ball around now. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Reddish dishes to Teague. Down low. And stolen by Siakam. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Lowry's shot is good.
Wow, what a find. Marc Gasol, one of the best passing big men in the league.
Teague the pass to Reddish. Jones in the post. Boucher defending. The jump hook, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Raptors with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Andre Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry. Then for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Damian Jones. And Bruno Fernando subbed in for Clint Capella. .107 left in the third quarter. Ball stolen. It's stolen by Davis. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Reddish with the slam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Davis. Great D that time from Teague. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Atlanta. 6-point game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Teague against Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he's got his first free throw of the game, and he makes the first. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Marc Gasol. Then for the Hawks, DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Teague. Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
VanVleet outside. From deep. He can't get that one to fall. Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for Toronto. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Huerter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. The big men are Collins and Dedmon. And it's Young in at the 1.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
VanVleet against Young. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Raptors lead by 8.
Well, you've simply got to keep Ibaka off the glass. When you don't, he is there to clean up the mess.
Young dishes to Dedmon. Stolen by VanVleet. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Powell. He gets that one. Powell's got the lead up to 10 now for Toronto.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
VanVleet outside. Count it.
So important as a point guard in a pick-and-roll play to understand when it's your turn to score it. Fred VanVleet does just that.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Young.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Young against VanVleet. Trae Young again. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Raptors leading by 6. From the high post. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
And the shot goes down. Young's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Young against VanVleet. Here's the 3. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. The Hawks trail by 6. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Young. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
First personal foul, team's first.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
The drive by Lowry. Good. Lowry's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Jumps up, and the dunk by Powell.
Well, this is one of OG Anunoby's calling cards. His disruptive nature on the defensive end turns into transition opportunities. That is beautiful.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Lowry. Shot clock reset for Toronto. Another shot. Chalk up 2 there. Lowry's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
When Kyle Lowry is cooking, his teammates actively look for him.
The Hawks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Powell with the steal. Outside Lowry. And the layup falls. Lowry's got 23 points.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Raptors.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyle Lowry.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
So it's the Hawks now. They trail by 11. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Outside, Davis. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
What's up, everybody? 2KMC here with your top plays of the week. You know what time it is. Let's check them out.
Don't rush it, man! What are you doing? Was that supposed to be a pass? You got it!
Tipping
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
North of the border. Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. The Celtics' chemistry has made a leap with the addition of Kemba Walker. Walker said,
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Walker inside, out to Hayward from the arc. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Raptors. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Hayward on the wing. And stolen by Siakam. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Raptors' ball. Here's Lowry. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
Lowry against Walker. A shot by Lowry, no good. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Brown's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, you love the level of concentration Brown maintains. Taking the hit well and finishing in style.
And Lowry puts up a deep 3. Lowry can't get that one to fall. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Tatum drives in and slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Tatum's shot is off. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with Greg's supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better. And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Here's Walker. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Raptors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
To the inside. Tice. Siakam pulls it in.
Give it up for the D. No fear. You risk getting posterized. You know what, though? But you still take them on.
Ibaka. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics leading by 4. Brown outside. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
There's 1:47 left to play here in the first. Lowry against Walker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Defense getting too close. Lowry has that instinct to read what's happening, takes the shot there into the contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Just 4 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Davis gets a wide open look. And again, no good by Toronto. Celtics leading by 4. Here's Tatum. And it's Gasol with the rebound. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Here's Boucher. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Raptors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
And that one falls for Boucher. Both good from the line that time.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
To the middle, Gasol with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. And the rejection by Tatum.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Davis. Boston shooting their first free throws here tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Powell against Smart. 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rebound, Boston.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Toronto trailing. Up top, Powell, guarded by Smart. Powell kicks to Davis. Takes a 3. Rebound by Williams. Here's Tatum. Up and in on the layup. Tatum's got his second bucket.
Refusing to let the defender alter his shot. Tatum's focus and drive, it's what helps him finish hard shots.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how...
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so...
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Marc Gasol. Davis is out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Boucher in at the 4-man position. Powell, the pass to Davis. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
Here's Davis. Tries again. No good. Williams with the defensive effort. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I like Smart using his size advantage on the interior. Nice workout.
It's his first trip to the line. And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
Celtics leading by 8. Walker goes in. Yep, it counts.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To halt the run, the putback, and a bucket is right there.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Brown, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Lowry. There's the triple. Rebounded by Smart.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
Left side Lowry. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Smart passes to Tice. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lowry looking around. Misses the 3.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole. He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Raptors trail by 20. Lowry passes to Ibaka. And no good that time. Now Boston takes it the other way. Brown dishes to Smart. Passes it to Tice. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry. It's Brown with the drive. Good on the shot. Brown's got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, not at all afraid of contact. Brown is aggressive driving to the basket.
And so it's the Boston Celtics controlling the game and finishing the quarter. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy. And that should...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
He was very creative in how he orchestrated their offense.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Tatum and Cantor together down low. Langford out there with Kemba Walker, and it's Ojale in at the 3 spot.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Both shots good from the stripe. And the Celtics with possession here. And here's Walker. The pass to Cantor. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And the Celtics lead by 21.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
It's blocked.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And Toronto making a change here. Davis is checked in. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And again, Toronto, no luck.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Down low, it's stolen by Ibaka, and now it's Davis running. He can go all the way, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Ibaka. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Raptors, trailing by 19.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And when talking about Tatum, it's hard not to think back to 2017 when Danny Ainge traded back to 3, essentially choosing him over Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, and now Fultz is starting to pick it up a little bit, though. Watch him. He's going to be dynamic. But you're right. Certain deals can define a franchise. And Ainge, he's unafraid to take chances.
The Raptors making a switch here. Powell's checked in. And then for Boston, Robert Williams is checked in for Enes Kanter. Williams comes in for Semi Ojeleye. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Langford. Celtics leading by 19. Walker the pass to Williams. Bounce pass from Tatum. 6 feet out. Williams can't get it to go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Raptors. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for OG Anunoby. The Celtics also changing it up. Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Kemba Walker. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with two hands on that stuff. Kicks to Davis. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Powell, that's good.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Celtics leading by 15. Wanamaker the pass to Brown. Inside, Gasol with the steal. And again, Toronto running the court in transition. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Seeing the court like a point, that's Gasol showing the full range of his skills.
Here's Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I remember a lot of scouts wondered whether Brown could ever become a 20-point-per-game scorer. That question was answered in only his 4th season.
Oh, yeah, it didn't take long for him to answer that question. And he did it in a variety of ways. He hit more threes, drew more fouls, did a better job of converting at the rim. And the scary part is, it feels like he's just getting started.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Terrence Davis. And here are the Raptors now. 15-point game. VanVleet with the bucket. Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Brown outside. Pass to Hayward. Back to Brown. Now Tice. Guarded by Powell. Shoots. Rejected by Gasol.
Got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his length to turn away shots.
And he comes up with the deuce. VanVleet's got his second basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. And a change for the Celtics. Cantor's checked in. VanVleet outside. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Powell kicks to VanVleet. 19 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Siakam. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Hayward finds Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Wow, he's just incredible at understanding the game. Hayward is so good at making the defense pay for leaving guys open.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Boston on top. They lead by 18. We'll be back short. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And understands when to make the right play. Lowry refused to let the fast break opportunity go to waste.
Walker in the post. Lowry covering. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Siakam.
Something we saw a lot from Brown as an amateur. The ability to draw fouls and get to the line.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Raptors trail by 17. Lowry with the ball. Out to the right wing. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Lowry.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Walker the pass to Brown. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And finished off by Brown.
It's amazing. The development of Brown as a scorer, and he's an exciting two-way talent. He's showing us all that tonight.
Here's Lowry, rejected by Walker, and he recovers it. Lowry's shot is good.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
And Walker kicks to Hayward. Back to Walker. Hayward outside. Brown against Lowry. Lets it fly from 18. Rebound by the Raptors.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Anunoby. And the rejection by Tatum. Siakam outside. Here's Ibaka. Lowry kicks to Siakam. Off target with his three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
He gets it in there. 23 points for Jaylen Brown.
With great physical and athletic tools, Brown's adept at pushing past contact.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Tatum dishes to Brown. Takes the three. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Brown with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Count it. Brown's got 14 points here in the second half.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Tatum passes to Tice. Back to Tatum. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Boston.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jaylen Brown.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors, trailing by 19. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group and some changes here for the Celtics. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
The defense was way too soft. Somebody get out there and get tough.
Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Williams passes to Green. Now here's Langford over Davis, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Passes to Langford. Shoots a three. And Davis pulls it down. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Thomas finds Johnson. Thomas against Green. Back to Gasol. The pass to Johnson over Williams, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Oh, and Johnson is used to the D being aggressive with him, just has an amazing confidence in his jump shot.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.